made incredible movies, a number of masterpieces. This is obviously his latest. It gives me the greatest pleasure of ever being on this stage to introduce the man himself, Mr. Bong Joon-ho.
Where you flew in from today.
정신이 없네요. 아침까지 텍사스에 있었는데.
It's very crazy. I was in Texas this morning. Now you can get crazy here at BeyondFest. Well, we have to first take a minute to, just acknowledge that what Christian just said, basically every movie you've made is a masterpiece. Your first movie, Barking Dogs Never Bite. Memories of Murder. The Host. Mother. Snowpiercer. Okja. And now Parasite, which won a historic Palme d'Or at Cannes. How does it feel to come to this moment in your life and your career with these stories under your belt?
요즘 그냥 정신없이 하루하루 기차 뒤에 줄로 묶여서 끌려다니는 느낌이에요. 정신없이 막 다니고 있어요.
So it's been pretty hectic every day. I feel like I've been tied up to a rope and being dragged around on a train.
근데 즐거워요. 즐거운 일인 거. 재밌어요. 이렇게 기생충 이거 여러 나라에서 봤는데 여러 나라의 반응들, 미국 이전에 독일, 호주, 프랑스 반응이 다 되게 비슷해요. 왜 그럴까 생각을 좀 해보는 중인데요.
But it's been a really enjoyable and fun experience. I've had the opportunity to screen this film in other countries before this, like in Germany, Sydney, and France. And I've noticed that the audience has shown pretty similar reactions, and I've been really wondering why. How would you describe that? It does feel strangely universal for feeling at the same time very specific to Korean society, to the Korean culture. But was that by design? Did you write this hoping that an international audience would be able to relate to it?
Actually, I didn't know. It was just the movie is this movie is full of very Korean details and Korean nuances, things. But I don't know. Maybe 지구 전체가 다 그냥 나라가 하나인 것 같아요. 아까도 얘기했지만 자본주의라는 국가 하나인 것 같아요. 그래서 한국이고 미국이고 어디고 다 똑같은 것 같아요.
I think anywhere in the world, we're currently living in just one big nation of capitalism. And I think that's why the response has been pretty similar across well, by now, you opened back home in Korea, and this is a huge hit. Something like 2.75 million admissions on your opening weekend. Incredible. And now Oscars are in your sights right now. It's like you're on the road to the Oscars, right? But I believe it was in Cannes when you won the Palme d'Or. You took the award and you kneeled and you presented it to your actor, Song. Why was that?
제가 그분한테 바치는 어떤 나무주연상 같은 거였죠. 최고의 배우다.
So it was my own version of the Best Actor award that I wanted to present to him.
진심이었어.
I truly meant it. I also wonder what you thought of, I don't know if you guys have seen out there these shirts that were made after Cannes that say Bong d'Or. Bong d'Or. What was your first reaction when you saw those?
My last name Bong is quite very rare in South Korea. When I was 초등학교 때부터 그 성 때문에 놀림을 많이 당했어요.
I got teased a lot ever since elementary school because of my last name.
봉을 섞은 뭐 이상한 별명도 많았고 곧 좀 힘든 시기를 보냈죠 그 성 때문에.
I had various strange nicknames using the last name Bong, and so I suffered throughout my childhood.
And it never ends. Actually, I didn't know that the Bong has some specific meaning. Originally, I didn't know, but Tom Keane, my friend, when he distributed the host many years ago, he told me, your last name is something, and then he actually 저한테 선물을 줬어요, 그 봉을. 봉에게 봉을 준 거지.
So he gave me a bong, and he gave Bong a bong.
그래서 한국으로 돌아갈 때 공항에서 되게 좀 괜찮을까, 되게 좀 걱정은 됐었는데 어쨌든 되게 고마운 선물이었죠.
So I was quite worried when I took it back to Korea at the airport, but it was a great gift nonetheless.
And now you've earned a gold one.
네.
I want to ask you about working with each other as brothers. How do you, I mean, he's described you as like a brother.
글쎄요, 형제처럼 편안하게 일을 하긴 하죠. 그리고 또 그렇게 말을 많이 하진 않아요. 서로 이렇게 세트장에서. 그리고 책상에 마주 앉아서 서로 회의를 한다거나 그러진 않는데 그만큼 서로 또 마음이 잘 통한달까? 작품을 이제 같은 시나리오를 가지고 둘이 있는 거잖아요. 매일 같이 뭘 찍어 나가는 건데 작품에 대한 관점이나 이런 게 잘 맞는 것 같아요. 일단은.
So when I work with him, it does feel very comfortable, like he's my own brother. But we actually don't talk a lot on set. It's not as if we sit across a table and have serious meetings about the script. I think it's just that we understand each other very well and we share very similar perspectives with the same materials.
그리고 제 영화가 가진 약간 이상한 면들이, 이상하거나 불편한 면들이 있어요. 시나리오의 곳곳에. 그런 것들이 이 송강호라는 필터를 또는 앰프라고 해야 되나? 앰플리파이어를 거치면 되게 뭔가 더 진짜 같고 리얼한 것이 돼서 관객들한테 가서 닿게 되는 것 같아요. 그래서 관객들을 더 설득할 수 있는 거죠.
So with my scripts, there's always these strange and uncomfortable moments spread out across my films, and I think once those moments go through this filter or amplifier that is Song Kang-ho, they become more realistic. They feel more real as they reach the audience. So I feel like they gain this persuasive power through song.
We have to know. The film that you made with him in 2003, Memories of Murder, recently came back into the news. It's based on a true story, based on true unsolved serial killings in Korea, and recently the police announced that they believe they caught the suspect. How do you feel, and what was your reaction to hearing that news?
마음이 되게 복잡했죠. 그 사건 자체는 되게 어마어마한 사건이었거든요. 미국에도 그 데이비 핀처의 조디액 같은 영화도 있었고, 요즘도 보면 넷플릭스에 마인드 헌터 이런 시리즈도 있잖아요. 이게 한국에서는 되게 한국 사람들에게 되게 큰 상처가 된 트라우마가 된 그런 사건이에요. 그래서 저도 영화를 만들 때 되게 좀 신중했었고 그 범인에 대한 생각을 많이 했어요. 어떻게 생긴 사람일까?
So I felt very complicated to hear that news. These serial killings they were a horrendous incident that happened in Korea, and of course there are films like Zodiac, and there's that Netflix series Mindhunter. But in Korea, this incident was a big trauma to our society. And so when I made the film, I was very curious, and I also thought a lot about this murderer. I wondered what he looks like and all these things.
During screenwriting, actually, during this research period, I met so many people. The people who are around the victims, and also the detective, and the journalist at the time. Quite many people I met, but only one guy who I could not meet is, of course, the mother. 그래서 생각을 많이 했어요. 그 몇 년간 그 사람에 대해서 정말 생각을 많이 했었는데, 이제 얼굴을 보게 됐어요. 제가 지난주에 사진을. 그래서 더 이상의 어떤, 저도 좀 시간을 가져야 그 감정에 대해서 얘기를 할 수 있을 것 같고, 일단은 경찰분들에게 박수를 보내고 싶어요. 끈질긴 어떤 노력으로 찾아냈다는 것에 박수를 보내드리고 싶은 마음.
So for several years, I had so many thoughts on this murderer, and finally last week I was able to see a photo of his face, and I think I need more time to really explain my emotions from that. But right now, I would just like to applaud the police force for their endless effort to find the culprit.